Hi guys, welcome to another Earthen Rangers plant video where we're going to be talking about the edible, medicinal, and/or survival properties of wild plants. Today we're going to take a look at our second plant, which is Horehound. Horehound is in the mint family and it has a very special property, but before we get into that, let's take a look at some of the characteristics of this plant. So as we see here, we have flowers growing along the central stem of the plant. This is very characteristic of mint family plants, and this is a tall tale characteristic of Horehound as well. In addition, if you find this plant and you feel the stem is box shaped, and it's hard to see, but when you feel it, you can definitely feel that box shape going on there. Now when we take a look at these leaves are thick, woolly leaves, very fuzzy, very thick in texture. I'm going to show you a couple other examples here. This plant is amazing for coughs, and what some of you may not realize is that you've probably all had this plant before. If you've ever had anything like Ricola cough drops, this is one of the main ingredients in it. It is a wonderful cough suppressant and soothes coughs. So this is a wonderful plant to be aware of, especially when out in a survival situation. How I would prepare it is I would harvest a bunch of the leaves and I would put it in water. I would bring that water to a boil, and then I would let the rolling boil stop before I add the leaves. If you add medicinal plants to boiling water when it's boiling, it's typically too hot and it can kill off a lot of the chemical compounds that are giving you those medicinal effects. So again, take that water, that boiling water, off the burner or off your campfire, let it stop boiling, and then it's safe to add your Horehound leaves to it. I'm just kind of grabbing onto my sleeve here. So once you have that, you can make a tea from it. You can even, if you want to do brew an extra strength cup of tea just for the medicinal value, you can use just a very little bit of water with a lot of leaves, and that'll give you a very strong tea. In the past, we've done things like mixed box elder syrup with a very strong tincture of the tea, just from, not really a tincture, but with the strong brew of the tea, and we'll leave it in the sun and it dries out and you make yourself little survival cough drops. So a lot of really cool things that you can do. But that is the only property of this plant that I'm aware of. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little extra plant this week to look at. So again, this is the Horehound plant, commonly found in California. I'll show you what this plant looks like from a distance, so you might be able to recognize it from a trail. Alright, thank you guys for joining me. Stay aware and protect.